Gaming is a hobby enjoyed by millions of people all around the world. Unfortunately, this generation we would have seen gaming go up in prices. We are seeing games that are 90, 80, $70. This no doubt have made gaming a little difficult to get into the hobby, a little difficult to try, all sorts of, a variety of games. Despite this fact, millions of Xbox gamers are rejoicing. Yes, millions of Xbox gamers are singing this song.
I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna eat with somebody. I wanna dance with somebody to love me.
So I know what's the next question. Why are Xbox gamers so happy despite all these, increases in game prices? Well, I'll tell you, it's all about Game Pass. Yes, Game Pass has Xbox gamers all around the world laughing and smiling. You see, with Game Pass, you get to play quality content. You get to play different genres. You find out about games. You find out about hidden gems, all for a low monthly price. Now, don't take my word for it. Listen to this guy as he is giving his testimony when it comes to Game Pass.
Yeah, what is really going on with Xbox Game Pass? Like, it's just an overflow of games. Like, look at this one, Firebreak. That is from the makers of Control. That is a 3-person co-op, and it's based on Control, where you're in the old house. Yo, man, I'm installing right now. Like, what's up? Like, Xbox Game Pass just got too much stuff, man. And if you ain't a member or subscriber of this, then you're losing out big time. You're really losing out. Like, it's just too much now. And that's a good thing, it's not a bad thing. Because we all hear about gaming. We're not about sales from corporate or corporate strategies or anything. We're just about games. So if you're just about games and playing video games as a hobby, Xbox Game Pass is for you.
What you just heard is not a fanboy. What you just heard was a real customer who loved gaming and who is seeing the value of having a Game Pass. Now, what is the other option to Game Pass? Well, the other option to Game Pass on the PlayStation side is the PlayStation Plus. But what is interesting about PlayStation Plus is it's a very trash service. And a lot of these PlayStation fans love to say that PlayStation Plus is equal to Game Pass, and that is them just being delusional. Well, I have some more bad news for some of the ponies, because according to Sony, they are looking to increase the price in the very near future for PlayStation Plus.
Sony isn't ruling out another PS Plus price increase. Sony has said it isn't ruling out further price increases to its popular PlayStation Plus subscription service.
I beg your damn pardon. They did not see the camera.
Stating that it will continue to add more value, which could result in adjustments to its pricing strategy. Much like other popular gaming subscription services, PlayStation Plus grants subscribers access to online titles, monthly games, and an extensive game catalog with titles rotated in and out monthly. The service has 3 different tiers available, each with their own benefits. In August 2023, Sony shocked fans by confirming a big price increase for PlayStation Plus. The change came into effect from September 6th, 2023, with yearly subscriptions going up by 33%. The cost of a 12-month PlayStation Plus Essential subscription was raised from $59.99 to $79.99, while a yearly extra subscription was increased from $99.99 to $134.99, and a premium subscription for the same amount of time was raised from $119.99 to $159.99.
I'm sorry. You got to be crazy. I'm sorry, ma'am. We have payment option plans available. There's too big of money. Okay. Ooh, don't make me cuss. Okay, ma'am. No. Do you remember when we went over it in the beginning? And you saw it said $150.
The unexpected price increase did not see the cost of monthly or 3 monthly subscriptions increased. But there may be some bad news on the way.
You guys hear that? That is why I say somebody at Sony needs to be charged. Somebody at Sony needs to be booked. Because somebody has to be smoking Johnny Walker. They are too drunk.
Or we sell you alcohol.
Yeah.
Have you been drinking, sir?
Only one beer, that's all.
Okay,
Small one.
count to 1 to 10 backwards.
2, 11.
You're sober. Get whatever you want.
I see it.
Yes, somebody has to be high at Sony. Or are they? You see, Sony is doing what their fans would have allowed them to do. Because persons are constantly subscribing to PlayStation Plus and getting the bare minimum, they are now incentivized to, raise the prices. So when it is you are playing your baby steps, when it is you are playing your games like Stray, always remember that you are getting the best that Sony is willing to put on that service. Wow, wow, wow. Compared to Game Pass, it's like night and day, chalk and cheese. Champagne and dollar beer. What are we even doing here? But I digress. Today we are going to expose all those journalists, all those individuals who just are quick to report any sort of seemingly bad Xbox news, because it's being reported that games did not sell too well on Xbox, but we'll investigate that. So sit back, relax. Let's get it.
This is a sickness!
Let's get it. So before we continue the video, guys, do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. Now we are on the road to 5,000 subscribers, and no doubt your subscription would help aid in that goal. Now when it is you sub, of course you're getting some of the best Xbox content this side of the internet. Of course we aim to make you laugh, and also we specialize in the Sony pony salt. Yes, these ponies are sick and they need to be disciplined. This is what we specialize in here. So if this type of content interests you, please consider hitting the like and subscribe button today. Now let's get back to the video. As most of you all know, Sony would have paid to block Final Fantasy from coming to Xbox. It says, yes, Sony paid for an exclusive deal for Final Fantasy 16, making it a PlayStation 5 exclusive initially. Square Enix developers stated that they considered offers from multiple platforms, including Xbox, but Sony's offer was the most appealing, leading them to choose PlayStation. This exclusivity deal also involves Sony providing technical support for the game's development and optimization for the PlayStation 5. So now we can understand why FF16 looks a little bit better on the PlayStation 5, because it was part of the exclusivity deal. Yes, Square Enix required Sony to send developers down to optimize the game for their subsystem. That was not part of the deal for Xbox. Square would have done this rush port to the Xbox system. That is why we are seeing some challenges on that platform. However, this is something that they can fix in the coming future. Currently, ponies are all over Twitter, all over the internet. Persons are making videos saying that, guess what? Final Fantasy 16 did not sell well on the Xbox platform. Yes, 2 years after the game was released on PlayStation, there are these ponies making fun, saying, wow, you see, Xbox guys don't buy or support their games or support games. That is why Sony should take back Final Fantasy from Xbox. But the question is, where are the ponies getting this information? Because Microsoft don't reveal how much their games would have sold and so forth. Where are the ponies getting their info? Well, it is coming from this analyst, Analia Analytics. Their claim is that Final Fantasy 16 only sold 22,000 in sales in 1 week on Xbox. Now, no one of the PlayStation community, the ponies, are saying, where did they get this information from? Where did they pull this information from? Because as far as everyone knows, Microsoft don't release the sales of their games and how it is selling. And as far as I know, Square Enix wouldn't do that unless it's big numbers and so forth. So where did they get this info from? Well, we know the ponies are going to pony. When they see the seemingly bad news, they are going to make fun of it. Hear what these ponies said. First up, we have Jada leading the charge again. Square Enix running back to PlayStation after failing to sell anything Final Fantasy on the Xbox. Then we had a Gaming BO3GG saying Final Fantasy 16 Xbox sales disappointed at 22K first week. Then we have J-Dub again saying, y'all remember when Final Fantasy sold 3 million in like 3 days? GG. So I expect this from the PlayStation community. This is not surprising at all. Not asking where did this analytics website got their information from. But what was surprising is that actual gaming websites were reporting this. Square is basically saying that FF16 underperformed on PlayStation 5 but is doing terribly on Xbox. Then we have Game Insider saying Final Fantasy 16 is selling poorly on Xbox, claims analytic firm. Then we went on to The Gamer saying Final Fantasy 16 port not only looks worse but apparently still isn't selling well either. So yeah, these websites, not only websites but YouTubers, all took up this story because why? Bad Xbox news sell. We all know that, right? But it just so happened that none of these clowns did any kind of research. None of these clowns even investigated where were these guys getting the numbers from. Now at this point in the video, I want you to pause the video and guess where this analytics site is getting their data from. Where do you think they're getting it from? From Xbox? From Square Enix? Well, look at this. Yes, this company is getting their numbers from how many reviews are on the Xbox platform. Yes, they are looking at reviews from the Xbox platform, how many persons would have reviewed it. And that is how they are coming up with their numbers. These numbers are based on reviews. Now fans didn't let that slide, so fans started to call them out. Super Bowl Octavian said they are estimating the Final Fantasy 16 Xbox sales based on reviews. LMAO. Yes, and what's even more funny is that when they realized that they made a boo-boo, when they realized that this could be a joke in the gaming community, guess what they did? Yes, they deleted their post. They deleted that they are getting it from reviews. Now this is funny because it really goes to show that these guys are just after the clicks. These guys are just after persons engaging with their articles. They are not doing no research as to how this comes out to be, and because of that they are getting egg on their faces. Now let's just say that it's true. Let's just say that Square Enix really did just sell 22,000 copies on the Xbox platform. Well, this is what they deserve for releasing this game 2 years after it was released. We all know that Final Fantasy fans who wanted to play this game would have already played it by now. But it just goes to show that it is more evidence why Square Enix should release their game day and date on Xbox. Because whenever you look at smaller studios who would have released their games day on date on Xbox or on Game Pass, you would have seen the success stories. Expedition to the 3. This game saw massive success because of the exposure of Xbox being on Game Pass and so forth. Pal World, massive success, releasing day and date on Xbox and on Game Pass. And let's not forget Stalker 2. Stalker 2 did phenomenal, so much so that they are coming out with TV show, and they might be coming out with another sequel, all because they release the games day and date. So there is an incentive to release your game initially on Xbox, and don't wait a year or 2 years to release it. All these other games did well. Square Enix, with all the lineage, Square Enix with all the fans, should have done way better if it is true that it sold 22,000 units. But these ponies are looking stupid. They have egg on the face, their faces. We have the journalists, they are looking stupid, because if this is true where it is, they are getting these numbers from reviews. I mean, come on, reviews, guys. Are you serious? Don't forget, guys, to like and subscribe for more videos. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.